Alright, let's do this, guys. We're going to get into trade number 20. And I haven't entered it yet, but let's just take a quick look at the market here. And we got to say to ourselves, are we actually going to hold at the Bitcoin levels right here? No idea, but we might end up just breaking right down entirely. There's not really a lot of signs for bullish pressure to go up yet. Like I look at it on a 4-hour chart, I don't really see anything at all. I see a lot of bearish pressure to come down, don't you guys? Tons of bearish pressure to come down, right? Let me open up another Bitfinex chart. Okay, this will give us a good idea. Take a look at the level 2 here. See a lot of counts for Bitcoin wanting to drive down the price right now, right? And you just see this completely just get shattered, right? 9-0 didn't even hold. A lot of the bears were actually entering the market here. So I zoom out really far, and this is what I kind of see right now on the 12-hour chart, right? I see kind of this right here happening. So that means to me, in my opinion, a really good place to buy would be right around here, the 865 range, right? But we're kind of holding right now already. We're trading on the very low end with volume just slowly decreasing right now, which means that not many people want to sell. I am seeing a positive histogram tick up already. So if this does tick up, it's going to spike up huge. I mean, we look at the RSI at 15, right? Last time the RSI was that low, ended up spiking up like 20%, which is pretty significant in my personal opinion. 20% is huge. So even if I play like a $10,000 position, that would be like a 2K gain. You know, if I look at the 4-hour or 3-hour chart, the histogram's kind of ticking down right now. It's not really ready to just spike up yet. But here, it steadily went up, right? And steadily spiked up hard. So the question is, do I want to start laddering right now? I don't know if I want to start laddering yet. Maybe just a little bit. I mean, we look at the market depth here. Okay, maybe I'll just buy a little bit. Like we're gonna buy, I can buy up to 4,000, but obviously I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll just buy like 400 right now at a time. Actually, like 300 even. Just like $2,000 worth. Okay. Just get my feet, maybe 400, maybe 500, just on the safe side, right? And I'm gonna ladder this accordingly. This is only 10% of my position that's added right now. I think that's very reasonable. Okay. I'm just gonna set some bids right here. This guy stepped in at 38. Let's go to 28 right here. That's all right. Now we're gonna wait. We're gonna be very, very patient about this. I'm only buying 500, which is about $5,000 worth. I mean, you look at the level 2 as well, right? It's just people look like they're selling. But now we actually zoom out, like just look at the RSI, guys, on the 4-hour chart. It's just so high. I think it's gonna make like an ending 5th wave coming down, in my opinion. And then we're just gonna end up blowing upwards after, right? So if this is possible, might do something like that. Hit right there, 930 ranges. Now, if you look at it from, it's been heavily manipulated in many ways. There's been a lot of failures along the way as well for Elliott Wave, for this guy here. It's a very difficult count, but I believe it's some sort of A, B, C, perhaps an A or A. Sorry, right here. This could possibly be a B. This could be a C somewhere, maybe a D up there, and then an E, and then we bounce upwards. Very difficult count for this, to be quite honest. Once again, there's been many failures along the way everywhere that you can imagine. So nobody's really selling yet, but we're going to be extremely patient, and we'll come back to this soon. I'm actually going to move my order down a little bit because I realize there's not really that much liquidity. So I'll move it down to 89749, right lower here, right? Because now there's only 1,000, and people are dumping pretty big amounts there. I want to just loosen it up a little bit because every penny matters, guys, right? Like I micromanage these positions of mine. I mean, if I just look here on the histogram, it definitely looks like there's one more wave coming down no matter what, right? It's not going to hold, it looks like. Yeah, and honestly, this looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 1, 2, perhaps a 3 down to here, 4, and this is the 5th already. So I'm getting a lot of mixed signals. I go to 4-hour chart here, okay? Yeah, I go to 4-hour chart. It looks like it's ready to tick up. But I'm not getting any higher highs on RSI yet, on much higher ones. Or sorry, higher lows. Take a look right here. right? We're reaching a pretty critical point right now. Last time it went this low on a 6-hour chart was like October 11th. Really low. Remember when the daily chart reached extremely low last time? Like super low down over here, right? That spiked up like crazy. 90% it went up. That's nuts. So there's a good chance that we're going to get a huge bounce soon. I just want more people to sell. There's very, very little volume right now. So I don't want to really do anything in terms of scaring the market by adding a lot of liquidity to it, right? So what just happened was Bitcoin fell hard, right? Like it didn't, not hard, but to Bitcoin standards where it's falling like that, 30, 60, 63, 03, lots of volatility right now. 04, 01 is really dropping right now. So I'm just going to put some buys like a 64 around here, okay? Let's see if this coin actually ends up dumping as well. Whoa, Bitcoin just fell hard right now. Yeah, Bitcoin's falling extremely hard, guys. So hard. Wow, okay, I'm going to buy 500 here. I'm going to buy 500 here. Right? Did you guys? That was pretty nice how Bitcoin fell. Okay, I'm in a pretty decent position. I don't want to buy any more. No. Oh shoot, I bought a little bit too much. I'm in a 15K position, 13K position now. It fell very hard. I bought way too many. Sometimes when these drops happen, we got to be extremely careful. There we go. We just completely broke down. Bitcoin broke support. It was a descending triangle. It was very obvious it was going to break, in my opinion. Now we're just going to chill and we're going to see how much lower this gets. Not going to be adding any more to this at all, okay? Because we're going to play a really big bounce. If this actually ends up working out, this is the bounce we're going to play, and we're actually going to swing this position. Let's go, where is it here? It's different on here than it is on actual on Bitfinex, or sorry, on TradingView. Yeah, trust me, it's different. The TradingView location and the Bitfinex location is actually very different where the fib is. I'm pretty sure it is. This one is on, is it? Let me just double check here. No, it's actually the same. My mistake here. Mistake. All right. Okay, this one's hurting right now. It's hurting hard. Yeah, this one, don't worry. I'm gonna buy more when it gets to a little bit lower. This one really took a nosedive right now. But we're gonna ladder this down, guys. We're gonna ladder this down and do it properly, okay? This took a really big tank down. 1% is pretty big in the grand scheme of things. Let's see if Bitcoin can actually hold right now. I gotta caution my baby whales. Yeah, this is gonna be scary. Bitcoin completely breaks down. Yeah, I'll be back soon. I gotta caution the public group. All right, so Bitcoin is really much so testing this. I tweeted testing support above 62.20. The reason I say 62.20 is because this is where the low is. See, look right there, the L. That's the low, 62.20. We gotta test it above there. All right. This channel is a little bit drawn. It's drawn a little bit bad, in my opinion. I should do something like that. So 62.20 above there. If it holds, great. We're gonna get a nice little bounce. I'm gonna buy another 500 here. I'm actually gonna go all in on this trade, guys. Like no joke. I'm gonna go like pretty big on this trade. I don't think this is just gonna drop entirely. We're almost at the lower support region as well for Ethereum Classic, right? Like this is major support that's been established since June, right? So there's a really strong chance that I'm actually gonna bounce off of here, in my opinion. So I'm definitely willing to long this. I think it's gonna be a nice bounce, honestly. Now in a 17K position, I still got 23K to go. Bitcoin is being bought up hard right now, man. I don't want to be greedy though and just market execute no matter what. I'm never going to market execute. I'd rather not chase. I'm just going to be very smart about it here. Bitcoin's really being bought up if you guys have noticed. Let's see how this plays out. If this histogram ends up getting not nearly as low, on the higher time frames, we're gonna do very well and get a sweet bounce. I'm gonna market execute this actually. Yeah, this is gonna be such a sweet scalp, honestly. This is gonna be so good. You look at the RR for it, man. Right? You put your RR right there, 3% loss, 6% gain. 6% on 20K, man, that's over $1,000 I can scalp on this guy. Okay, so this is actually a really good opportunity for ETC. Like, it's just reaching such oversold regions right now, and the RR just makes sense, doesn't it? Check it out right here. This is the RR, 7.95% gain, targeting about 382 fib region from right here to right there. I'm liking that a lot. Excuse me. Yeah, 5.32 RR, 1.5% loss. I mean, you look out on every single time frame, it just looks like it's ready to bounce up very soon. Bitcoin's also starting to hold here. It reached as low as 62.42 on the lower end of the channel, so I cannot help but think that we will find support very soon. Getting a big reaction here, right, with this candle on a 30-minute chart. It's a doji, still very bearish, but the point is the volume is starting to pick up, and I'm digging it quite a bit. I'm about to tweet as well, not to pump up the coin or anything, but it's the truth. You guys, I'll show you guys what I'm going to tweet as soon as it finishes uploading. There we go, it finished uploading. I basically wrote this. Eyes on ETC for a swing opportunity, reaching 12 RSI on 6-hour chart and major support where reaction is likely. Example of RR. Look at the RSI right here. It's literally at 12 RSI on a 6-hour chart, reaching a major support right here, right? We're going to target the upper channel or the upper resistance over here where that white line is, which makes entire sense, doesn't it? Go for a 382 fib range target of just this specific wave. And I cannot help but think that we've got ourselves a pretty darn good position. I'm only like 1%, not even 1% down. That's just taking into account fees. Like, I'm not even that down if you think about it. Feeling confident, very confident, guys. All right, guys. So here it is. I ended up making some pretty massive profit here so far. I'm just going to take my profit for this one because this was a very easy trade, and we're going to go from here. 5 to 4, something like that. Okay, just right around here. I put a pretty big wall up here. It's definitely fairly large, but I think it's going to end up spiking up pretty hard right here. Bitcoin tried to break above this resistance right here, but it's definitely going to do it in my opinion. No, it completely broke down over here. Got the 508 ranges. ETC did very well. Super well. I think this is going to spike up hard here. This is the 1 minute got way too high, but it's still going to go up way higher than that. Trust me, guys. I think it's going to go up like really high. This is what I wrote on ETC. I'm like, ETC, you're welcome, baby whale. That really spiked up. Everything spiked up right now. Bitcoin's going to spike up too. We're going to get a really nice retracement here. Like, this is incredible. Like, look at this. Look at this wick. It's going to be like a bullishly engulfing candle. That's definitely a hammer right there, right? It's a bullish pin bar. Look at it. We're just going to spike through it right here. Just give me a few seconds. Watch this, okay? Watch this. We're going to spike right through it here. And you guys are going to be like, what? Did Mama Whale just do that? And this, guys, is the 20th trade, okay? This is the 20th trade for my Udemy challenge, right? Last trade for the Udemy challenge, and we are going to be doing amazing together for this. Come on, just spike this up, guys. Let's do this. Bitcoin is facing a lot of pressure right now. They're fighting at the 63, 33 ranges hard right now. We're losing steam on ETC here as well. But the thing is, we retraced more than 100%, right? If you look at this here, we retraced more than 100%. Like, we dropped 3% and then we went right back up 3%. So it's actually a really good sign for the bulls right now. Okay, I'm going to stick to my RR. I mean, we're getting a beautiful hammer candle here on a 2-hour chart. Like, I don't know how much more beautiful this could be in general. I think it's actually great, in my opinion. I should probably just put my thing right here, honestly. Like, how much did it go up to? It went up pretty high, actually. But I think it's going to go even higher. We just got to be very patient. We got to let this 1 minute chart RSI kind of reset a little bit right now. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be a 5 for sure. And I think the 5 is going to get to right around here. Yeah, right around there. And then after that, beautiful. Yeah, we're going to get there. Then I'm going to buy back in around 897 here. And we're going to ladder it really nicely. This is a very easy trade, right, guys? You have to admit, that was an easy trade. Let's see if this one actually ends up holding, though. Let's see what the 5 minute chart is doing for Bitcoin right now. 1, 2, 3. There's going to be another fifth wave going upwards, right? Because this is 1, 2, and 3. There's going to be probably a 4. And then, bam, we're going to break out of it. And then we're going to hold above 63.30, in my opinion. Check it out. It's rare that I'm wrong, guys. This is Udemy's 20th trade, starting with only $10,000, okay? That's it. Starting with 10K, we're going to grow this by 30% on this account. Doing pretty darn good to me, man. Bitcoin is starting to fall now, so 63.23 ranges. ETC falls as well, slightly. Let's see how this boy plays out, or this girl plays out, rather. I don't want to take my profit yet, though. Should I have taken it earlier? Nah. We gotta really be patient. We got a really massive bullish pin bar. Look at this bullish pin bar, okay? Or what is this called again? I forgot this bullish pin bar. It's like the rolling pin, right? I forgot. I honestly don't even remember what this is called. Bullish spinning top. That's what it's called. Let's go. Yeah, this is what it's called right here. Kind of like that, right? There we go, a spinning top, kind of like that. We get, actually not really. This is like a really bullish candle. Let's see what this is actually called, bullish candle pattern. Let's just see. What is it even called? It's not a bullish engulfing, that's for sure. No, it wasn't. Because it's got 2 wicks, right? Yeah, I guess you can say it's a bullishly engulfing candle. It's a pretty darn big one too, actually. It's huge, this bullish engulfing candle. I just think that Bitcoin's going to spike up really soon. This is setting up for down and then bam, we just spike up. I think it's really, honestly, it's just spiking up right now and setting up. And I just cannot help but think this is going to be a really good trade. 2.5% on 25K. It's going to be like a $500 trade or something. And then I'm going to be done for the day. It's a really good setup so far, but that was a good call, right, guys? You have to admit that was a good call for ETC. I mean, you got to look at the RSI on the 6-hour chart as well, right? I mean, this is massive right now, the candle that we're getting. Would you guys agree? Like, look at this huge candle where we rejected, like huge. Rejected 3%, guys. Right? 3% we rejected. We got to spike up. Come on. There's no way we're not going to spike up. Let's swing this bad boy a little bit, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to ride this a little bit longer if I can. Let's see what ends up happening here. I don't want to take my profit right now. I'm going to wait. Let's see how this plays out. I'm so anxious. Not anxious, but I'm so excited to see how this is going to play out. Maybe we'll get down to 896 range, maybe. Bitcoin's going to get down a little bit lower as well. I don't know if this is a rejection to the upside, actually. I think that this is just setting up, and then it's just going to honestly explode. That's kind of the setup for how these things usually happen. Let's just see Bitcoin as well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and definitely wants to make a 5th wave up, in my opinion. Yeah, I think it will. It'll probably bounce right off of the 6,300 range and then just go bam. See you guys soon. And here is most likely the very last spike down here. We're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to go upwards. Notice the histogram is like really hesitating to come down right now, right? It's kind of leveling off. It's going down so slowly. It looks like it wants to curve back up for one more final wave going up. There we go. There's Bitcoin just going back up there. It's doing the exact same thing, Bitcoin. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Might come down a tiny bit more, but if it doesn't, see, notice the histogram on the 1 minute chart curving down very little bit. That's mean it's setting up for one more wave upwards, right? That's kind of the general idea of how these things should be seen. Okay, we're definitely trending upwards here. Here's the last spike that I was talking about. Here's the Bitcoin spiking up here as well. Okay, 63.29, bam, lots of green across the board right here. Here's the very last one I was talking about. Boom, watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's gonna be a fifth one. Let's just assume double top always at first. I don't think it's gonna get that high, you know, because I'm such a conservative trader, right? There we go, 69.29. Oh, 63.43, 63.40, 43. We're going up right here. Oh, this is going great. What's this? Is Silicon trading on a 1 minute chart? Oh no, it's so wrong to trade on a 1 minute chart, guys. You guys definitely cannot do that. That's so wrong. What's this, guys? Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice right here. Okay, this Bitcoin's just going up right now, 63.50, 63.50 going upwards, right? 63.50, we're gonna spike up here, watch just in a few seconds, right? So I was talking about earlier on the 1 minute chart where we're gonna look for 5 waves here after that massive volume, 1, 2, 3, 4, and bam, we're gonna get a 5th wave up there. Bitcoin's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th wave up there as well, facing resistance at the 63.50 range. Ooh, let's see if I can actually get this close right here, 698, 698. Let's just go right here, right? Bitcoin's not spiking up anymore. They're trying to break that resistance right here. If they break that resistance, then they're gonna break mine as well. Okay, some of mine closed right there. Let's add a little bit more here so we can try selling it. 9.5. Okay, let's go with 2.5. Okay. Let's go with 7.46 right here. They definitely spike this really hard right now, right? Bitcoin bulls are still looking really good. They broke above the 63.50. And here I am coming up on the very last one. Very, very little. Gonna go 8.46 right there. Bam! Udemy's 20 trade challenge, starting with only $10,000. 20 for 20 trades. Here's my last trade, boys. $400 profit today. Bam, motherfuckers. I'm done the challenge. Woo! Grew 31% in 1 month on a 10K account. Easy.